A single ripple in the Pacific is triggering a massive geopolitical shift. Welcome to the new global arms race.
This chart shows the global inventory of nuclear weapons. Since the Cold War, the total has fallen to 12,241. But that trend is splitting. While the US and Russia dismantle retired weapons, a second line rises as new warheads enter the active stockpile. The immediate threat is sitting just below the surface. Over 2,100 of these modern warheads are currently kept in a state of high operational alert on ballistic missiles. This statistical illusion of disarmament masks a volatile reality. The active arsenal is primed for immediate deployment. International transparency has largely collapsed, along with landmark agreements like the New START Treaty, which once allowed rivals to verify each other's data. We have entered an era of vertical proliferation. States are replacing old weapons with advanced systems, such as multiple independently targetable reentry vehicles, or MIRVs, designed to strike several targets at once. This opaque, technologically advanced arms race is no longer centered in the West. The center of gravity has shifted to the Indo-Pacific. Without treaties to enforce transparency, regional powers are left with geopolitical guesswork, forcing them to assume the worst and rapidly prepare for it. The primary catalyst for this regional domino effect is China's rapid and secretive nuclear expansion. This map illustrates the scale of that growth. China has recently completed, or is nearing completion of, approximately 350 new ICBM silos across its northern and central regions. Beijing is also reportedly moving towards a launch-on-warning posture, enabling the rapid deployment of nuclear assets, even during peacetime. This expansion is happening alongside North Korea's illegal nuclear and ballistic missile programs, which continue to showcase increasingly large delivery systems. This environment of expansion and aggression forces neighboring nations to reconsider historical defense postures. Japan is now doubling its defense spending over 5 years, a major policy shift intended to address incursions and rising regional assertiveness. In the subcontinent, India is focusing on maritime conflict, prioritizing the development of a secure second strike capability to deter its neighbors. India recently completed its nuclear triad by deploying its first domestic nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarines. The technical milestone of testing the K-4 submarine-launched ballistic missile now gives India the ability to target assets across most of China and Pakistan. Regional powers are building independent capacity to retaliate effectively, reducing historical reliance on external protectors. The integration of artificial intelligence and hypersonic platforms is drastically compressing the timeline of modern warfare, a concept some call the cult of accelerated war. These rapid strike systems are designed to paralyze adversary decision-making by moving faster than human evaluation networks can respond. This hyper-compression creates a dangerous incentive to strike first, as the window for diplomacy or defensive reaction vanishes in a crisis. Because individual nations cannot outpace these massive threats alone, the fundamental rules of regional security are changing. Allies are turning to horizontal integration, the physical merging of military forces, supply chains, and advanced technologies. Regional hubs for maintenance and repair allow the US, Australia, and Japan to share capabilities and reinforce defense postures without returning to distant home ports. This interoperability is practiced through joint exercises that require diverse military units to operate as a single cohesive force. Deep logistical integration makes these allied forces more resilient and adaptable than isolated militaries. Underway replenishment agreements allow fleets from different nations to refuel and resupply each other without breaking formation on the open ocean. The strategic result is a unified force of fleets and aircraft projecting power as a single organism. In this post-treaty world, deterrence relies on the visible, synchronized strength of these regional alliances. Stability in the Indo-Pacific now depends on this unbreakable, interconnected web of allied military readiness.